What inspired me to be an artist was I come from a very artistic family. My brothers, my uncles, my aunts are either artists or musicians. And so we were always encouraged to be creative. And it really helped to have that encouragement. And growing up at a time when the arts were still an important part of the public school curriculum was also a big help, because I had a very good high school art teacher who really kept pushing me along and getting me into the arts. Well, I'm a weaver, an artist, and a teacher. Also department chair at the Southwest School of Art and Craft in the fiber department. My educational background is in art education, which means in undergraduate school we needed to study all the studio arts. And I became interested in fiber then. I've been weaving since then. I primarily have learned a lot from the visiting artists who have come here over the years. We started the visiting artist program here, I think in '86, if I remember right. And so we've had over 100 visiting artists come through here from all over the world, just in my department. And so I've learned a lot from them. But there's nothing like experience. There's nothing like experimentation in an area like this to keep your mind sharp and to try new things and try to stay up with trends and fibers. They're always developing new fiber, new natural fibers. Hopefully they're finished developing petroleum-based fibers. Am I allowed to say editorializing like that? But I'm always intrigued by color, the different types of fibers that you can combine and use, and how color affects fiber. So it's a constant learning and growing experience. Because I don't believe as an artist that I should stick with one thing and then if that's successful, then keep that up. I think experimentation is part of being an artist. New fibers are being developed that help third world countries. Tencel, for example, is a fiber made from wood that's taken from trees that are really good for nothing else, and they can grow on land that is not used for farming, for agriculture, or they don't require the trees don't require a lot of water. And when they process the tree into fiber, there are no chemicals used that would pollute. So new fibers that are helping people and helping the environment is what I'm encouraging my students to use. In my class, I teach the intermediate to advanced students on loom weaving. We have 50 floor looms, and about 30 to 35 are devoted to the intermediate to advanced students. After the initial beginner's class on loom weaving, they take off in their own directions. Some will weave fabric, some will weave linens, some will weave rugs, some will weave tapestries. It's at their own pace and their own interests, with my help. The other half of this department is surface design, which is on the Navarro campus. It's a very active department, part of my department. And anything that can be done on the surface of a fiber is taught in those classes. Whereas I teach structure and we also teach surface. Although we teach traditional structures, most of them will take those traditional structures and then expand them to a more, let's say, modern approach to color, texture, design, so forth. I think the Southwest School of Art and Craft is a major part of the community. We get students from Austin, Dallas, Houston, who are so jealous that we have such an institution here. There is nothing like it in the state of Texas. And as far as non-degree granting institutions, there's nothing like it in the United States. Well, I came here to San Antonio from Vermont, and the difference was incredible. The first thing I noticed when I came here was that there was so much more light here. There's a different light here. And I've been back up north, and I noticed that. I like, of course, the climate. I like the culture of San Antonio. And I love living here, and I don't think I'd ever live anywhere else. And I hope after 25 years that I can be considered a Texan.